Well, I'm not fishing today, that's for sure. The weather's terrible, so what I've done is I've come out in the car to have a look around, maybe scope out some marks, save us wasting time before I actually get out there to chuck. I'm trying to look for marks, but the visibility is so poor, I think I'm going to struggle. But anyway, this is the research I'm doing beforehand. I just thought I'd give you a little insight into what goes on. It's not just a case of going out there and fishing. Sometimes when you're at places you don't know, you've got to do these walks. So I'm going to head down here. I don't know where it leads to, but there's footpaths down there, and I don't even know if you can make out the coastline. Yeah. So I'm going to have a look about and hopefully prepare for another video, which will be what you're going to watch now. Oh, well, check out this mark. What an absolutely stunning, glorious, beautiful summer's day. It's the start of summer now, and by God, as I tried to prove it this morning. So I'm down south. I am on the Cornish coast. I've been down here for a few days. Let me just give you a quick recap of what's been happening. So my son is in the forces and he's down in Plymouth doing a course. So I decided, right, I'll take him down and I'll spend a few days down here. So that's why I'm here. Secondly, I thought, right, what a great opportunity to get some fishing done, as you do. So I packed the rods, I packed the bait rods, I packed the lure rods, I packed everything, because I didn't know what type of fishing I would try and get into when I was here. So the first couple of nights I stopped in a guest house, and I was fortunate enough to have Rob's Bait and Tackle, Plymouth Paisley Road, in the same street. I was like, oh, fell on my feet here. So thanks to Rob and thanks to all the staff there for giving me a bit of local knowledge, helping us out with bait, keeping me bait in the freezer. I did get out on the beach, but unfortunately things didn't go to plan with crabs. So I tell you what I'll do, I'll give you a quick recap, because I did film bits and pieces. I'll give you a quick recap of what's been going on the last couple of days. Where I've been, went up with my son. I had a trip down memory lane going across a Tall Point ferry. I worked it out, it was 28 years ago since I joined the Royal Navy, and took that very ferry across. I have been on it since at my own son's passing out parade, but it was nice to be able to drive around the Tall Point area and actually see what's around there. And I was going lure fishing. I thought I'll take the lure rod out for an hour, and I stumbled into an old bit of a training exercise camp. So I tell you what, here's a few clips from when I was fishing with my son for an hour or so. I went on the beach and visited a couple of places. So here you go. Oh, there's a little fish on. Hey! Can you believe it? What was I just saying? Whoa, yes! What a lovely fish. Oh. I'm not giving Mick any credit for this one. So Mick, if you're watching, it was all my idea, mate. Look at that. Wow. Lovely, like iridescent blue colours on it. Smashing. Cheers, Mick. Good lad. I knew you'd come good for us one day, something, rather than ringing us 10 minutes before you want to go fishing 2 hours away. That one's for you, Mick. Good lad. There's his channel down below. Give him a check out. Give him a subscribe. He's a good lad. Him and Toothless Jeff. Crackers. You'll get a laugh, if no else. Hey! Target achieved. Tiny leg, but I'll show you. There we go, nice little schoolie bass, tiny, probably about 20 centimetres. Crab. Look at him back. Catch loads of different species doing that. I think it's a weaver or a scorpion. I'm not sure. There you go. I'll let, like I say, micro species, mini species. I'm not that. Maybe a scorpion or a weaver. And now one thing's for sure, I ain't touching it.
Proceed to the route. Make a sharp left turn onto Earls Drive.
Surely not.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn left.
I've got a car up there. So that was that. Caught a few fish. I got a little bass, little wrasse, well, a nice wrasse actually, thanks to Mick from Mick's Outdoor Adventures on YouTube. He told me, he said, drop down the side, man, stop casting out. So I did, and I got that wrasse. So thanks, Mick. I've been just having to wander about really, wrecking marks, sending the drone up to have a look where to go. And this really is the first time I'm going to actually put a full sort of half shift in. Full half shift. A good few hours, let's say. I've moved down the coast. I'm stopping in Looe at the moment. So I'm not too far from there, about a half an hour drive. I've got my son staying with us for the weekend. He's on weekenders. So he's just having a lie in at the caravan. And I've just came out fishing. I've got squid, I've got mackerel. That's all I've got. I've got the lure rod. I've got loads of lures. Metal, soft plastics, hard plastics. I don't know, is there bass here? I don't know. I haven't got a clue what's here. I'm going to check out big fish baits. I'll get baited up, show you the trace. It's in one of the previous videos. Some big strong traces, 150 pound rig bodies. Large hooks, circle hooks on the top as well, pennels. So the rod I'm using, actually, I've never caught a decent fish on this. I've got it on loan from my mate John. It is a Limitless Pro Sport 14 foot, 125 to 220 gram. I've got 65 pound braid straight through dingbear braid, which is cheap stuff, but it's rougher. Fishing on the rocks, I don't like using like really thin braid. I don't see the point, it just nicks off. Whereas this has a lot of abrasion resistance. It's paired up with a Shimano Ultegra 14,000. I'm gonna just hit a bait out as far as I can. This rod's a little bit strong for me. I can't compress it, hence why I probably wouldn't buy one. I'm going to look at something else in the range because I actually like the rod. It's just I'm not strong enough to compress it, so I'm not getting maximum benefit out of it. But John assures us there are other rods there that I might be able to get away with a bit more, because I just do an overarm cast rather than the old pendulum swinger. Lure rod is the NGT Profiler, 20 to 50 grams. What I always use, 4-piece travel rod paired up with a 2,500 Daiwa Ninja with 20 pound braid. And I'll probably put a fluoro on here of about 2 foot, 20 pound fluoro leader. Let me get set up. I hope you enjoy this video. My name's Stephen and this is Sparta Fishing. Thanks for joining me. Reeting traces. Tell you what, I'll quickly show you the trace before I get it baited up. It's basically a pulley rig, 150 pound body, with a splashdown. There's a splashdown there. So, right, it's a splashdown to the clip, to the knot. About 3 foot of line with a bead stopper. That goes to the main line, 2-way swivel, another bead to protect the knot, 2-way swivel down to a 9-0 circle and a 8-0 J hook on the bottom. With that I can just move it up and down to suit whatever size bait I want to use without having to wrap it around. So that's my trace. Let's get baited up and I'll bring you back. Thanks again for joining us here in beautiful, stunning 25-degree Cornwall. Set up 150 pound rig body. I think it's about 160 pound hook length. 9/0 circle on the top, 8/0 on the bottom. I've got a pilchard in there at the moment as I'm waiting for the rest of the bait to defrost. 7-ounce lead. It's a pulley pennel. So I'll stick this out and see where we'll go from there. Right, I'm going to give the lures a go when that's out soaking. I actually thought I brought the wrong... Oh no, I have. Sorry. Brain fog. Anyway, I'm going to stick a metal out. Nice big single hook. 38 gram metal. It looks really deep out there. So let's give it a whirl. Right, well the other one had a soak for half an hour, so there we go. Double squid. See how this goes. Right, that's here in the water. Hopefully that'll bring a different scent or bring the fish running. Half an hour in, not a bite. What a day to be out, man. What a day. I was going to put my shorts on, but the problem is when you're walking across fields through bracken, you know, branches that scratch you, you need a bit of protection on the bottom half of your legs. Nothing stop you putting shorts in the bag, like, I could do that. But the main thing is for ticks, getting up your sort of inside, because they like the moist parts of your body. And once they're in, they get a bit sore to get out, and you can also contract Lyme's disease. So I just normally tuck my trousers into my socks, which I forgot to do, and just prevents them from getting up your jacksie. These bloody lids. Does anybody know why they do that? Somebody told me it was something to do with recycling, but who doesn't put the lid back on a bottle before they throw it out? I've never separated them. I don't know. Anyway, have a break, have a Kit Kat. Right, we've got a bit of action. Yes, we've got a fish. I haven't got a clue what it is. Whatever it is, the rod handles it, no bother. Hey, get in! Not big, but probably a doggy, but we'll see. Yes! It's got the little flaps under its beak. Well, if that's a huss, that's my first ever one. Get in, you little beauty. It's just hooking there. I'll get my pliers out. Well, they've got some nice little teeth on them. Oh, get in, I'm buzzing. Yes, me boyos. My first ever one. This feels a bit better. What a wrasse! That's a PB, that's for sure. Dear me, it's huge. Look at that. God almighty! What a stonking wrasse that is! Oh, get in! Oh, you absolute beauty! Oh, I am buzzing with that. Get in. Oh, it's turned out to be a good day. That's literally the third cast with bait. And look at that stonk of a wrasse. They don't come much better than that, do they? Oh, I hate the spines. I'm dead nervous around spines. Look at that. Oh. Right, let's get him released. There's a little puddle down here which is fantastic for this. Oh, boom. Oh, what a stonker. I can't believe the size of that. Don't start flipping. There we go. Oh, an absolute stonker. There's a lovely little pool I can just drop them into down here. Fantastic, I'll get them back. Spotter on tour, come on! Well, it seems that squid's doing the damage. So, guess what? There we go. These are the rigs I made at home. You can find it on a video, which is a couple of videos back. I'm not that technical, I'm not sure how to put a link in, but I'll try. Doing the absolute damage them rigs. I'm buzzing. It makes it so much more satisfying when you've made the rigs yourself and catching fish on them. For a big heavy rod, I'm absolutely delighted with the way it casts. Actually, the more and more I use it, obviously the better I'm getting, which stands to reason, of course. But you know, it's big strong rods like that I usually struggle with. That one seems to give us a little bit back as well. So you never know, I might end up keeping it. Won't I, John? Yeah, I might get one myself. Like I say, my friend was good enough to say, yeah, give this a try, see what you think. Aye, top marks so far. Handled both of them. I mean, they're not massive fish, but you know, I'm sure it's capable of much, much more than that. But it's a canny start. I mean, that's a PB wrasse. It's got it up to the surface, no bother. That bull huss, you know, obviously it wasn't big, but they can only handle the fish that's on the end of the rod, so I'm happy. So just while I'm on, I'll give a shout out to Sport and Leisure, Blythe, my local tackle shop. It's been my local tackle shop for the last, well, how many years I've been fishing? 35 years. Always have a big crack with them. It's like last of the summer wine in that shop with them three. Billy, Jim, John. They've actually just got a lot of new bass stuff in, plastics, plugs, stuff like that. So they never used to sell them, but they decided to get a good range of stock in. So if you're from Northumberland or in the Blythe area, pop in, Obviously fresh bait, rods, clothing, guns, crossbows, everything. Snooker cues, darts, freshwater pellets or whatever you call them. I don't know. I've never done freshwater. Rigs, traces, terminal tackle, line, braid, everything you want. So I shout out to the lads there. Miserable old buggers. Right, I'm going to show you how I bait up. Not often I do this, like I've already cut a mackerel there. Cut like a line down a joey mackerel. A slice from the top of the head. Just cut a line down there like that, so it opens it up slightly. Right, so the bottom, I've got a circle hook there, which is a 9/0 circle hook. I think that's only a 6/0 actually on the J hook on the bottom. I go into where I made the incision and out the bottom jaw, like that. Turn it over, so it's sticking out like that. Get it? And then I press this line into the back of it, like that. So the hook's nice and proud, bit elastic. So the look at the line's buried inside it. Nice bloods and guts there, head showing. I get halfway along, I put my finger on, I stop and then start going the other way. A few turns. Now when I get the end, I just go around the bottom of the hook like that and then snap it off. And then this manoeuvres, this is a sort of tubey grip, and then just sort of feed it down the bait and back out of it, and there you have a pretty good looking bait if you ask me. And that's ready to go out. Never been brilliant at baiting up, I just stick it on, but that's the way I do it. Doesn't mean it's the right way, it's just my way. Remember to wipe your knife down. Oh, my back. Got this off my daughter for Christmas. She's Isla, she's 12. Love it. Perfect knife. Well, I've had nout on the lures, which is really strange because when I first got here I thought, oh, what a lure mark this is. At low water it was about, I don't know, I'm guessing between 30 and 40 foot. Obviously the tides came up a good 10 foot. It's deeper than deep. So if somebody said to me, right, you've got one choice, you can either fish with bait or you can fish with lures, 100% I would have been choosing lures from this mark over bait. It's just got everything that you want for a lure session. There's kelp just wavering at the bottom. It's deep. The water's clear. The water's flat. It's just the perfect remedy for fishing with lures. I don't know what's going on. Looks like pollock heaven. little bit of a breeze just getting up. Nothing to worry about. It's quite nice actually, because it was sweltering this morning earlier on. It's a bit of a sea haze, which I'm glad about. I've got a little tracksuit top I can put on if needed, but I doubt it very much. Oh, while I'm on, if you're interested in any of these the Sparta merch, just get in touch and I'll send you a price list. T-shirts, hoodies, woolly beanie caps, hats, sorry, and caps. Aye, if that's what you fancy, let me know. Don't know what other lures to try. Trying all sorts of different colours. Never normally had this bother. Try this one. See how that goes. Wait for that wake off that speedboat going past. Must have won it on bullseye in 85 or something. I've got some bass lures as well, which I can chuck about. They're from a company called the Lure Factory. You'll find them on eBay. The Facebook page as well, with the link to all their soft plastics. Best in the business as far as I'm concerned. Wide gear hooks. This is the Labrax Slim. This is a prototype actually before he released them. He was kind enough to give me a few. A lad called Ian. Tell you what I haven't tried. Look at that. Berkeley. Right. We'll give this a chuck. I'll keep you on for 5. Put you down there. That went out better than expected. Well, I think I'll have to go back to the squid on the big rod, put some mackerel on just to mix it up, see if any other species fancy the bit of a bite to eat, but I don't think it's moved. Hard work on the lures. Can't believe it. I really can't believe it. I mean, I caught a wrasse on bait, so surely I've put like a little wrasse lure on as well, which has a little rattle to it with a smaller hook. Still no. Right, I made a little bit of a tactical decision. Rather than wasting time chucking lures out, and because evidently that's not going to happen, because I've been trying for a couple of hours now and not even one take. So I've just put a little 1 ounce 3/4 ounce weight on there, bit of squid on the bottom, and I'm just going to plop it in. Just let that drift about on the bottom and see if anything takes it, because it's a bit of a waste of a rod if I'm not getting anything on the lures, so I might as well give it a try. Well, there's a bit of action on here. That's a better one. It's a better one. There we go. Another bullhuss. Target species. Get in. Another PB. It's certainly better. Let me just see if I can grab a hold of it. There you go. Nice one. Chuffed with that. Just chuffed I'm getting what I've actually came for. There we go, successfully out. Oh. But as strong as an ox, aren't they? Bloody hell. What a job it must be getting a big one in. Strong as a bull. Pardon the pun. Oh yeah, relax. Relax. There we go. Nice one. Whoa, that was lucky. I nearly lost my rod, I nearly lost my lure rod. It was just on the stand as you've seen before. Look at that. Another cracker. Literally just, I brought it in and then flipped it out 3 yards. And bang, my rod was up like that. It nearly lost it. What an absolute belting wrasse. Let's, I'll give you a look in a second. Right, there's the hook out. What a beast. Oh, look. It's a stunner. Oh, I'll get him straight back in. Oh, God. What a pickle I've got myself in. Action stations, I tell you. I'll let her be careful now. There's that just a little bit of squid on the bottom doing the job. I know one thing, I'm not letting go of this rod again. Got one on it, tongue is up. We got him up in the end. Hell of a bite. Thought it was going to be the same size, but what a great bit of fun down this side, eh? Fantastic. Right, well that is the last cast. I'm ready for a few beers now. So I'm going to get back, have a few beers with my son and chill out on this lovely day. I hope you've enjoyed it. It was probably a longer video than normal because I had a few little highlights of the couple hours fishing I've done here and there over the last few days, rather than putting 3 separate videos out of one fish and then a couple of fish, and then I just thought I'd put it all together for you and maybe make it a better episode. Getting a little bit of a sea breeze now, which is absolutely lovely, and I'm glad of it for that walk back because I know it's going to be a bit of a chew. As you can see, it's just glorious. A lot of craft out on the water, little sibs, ribs, yachts, speedboats, cats. Bit of everything really. Most of them have been respectful that I've been fishing. You get the odd tosser as usual, coming in close, trying to prove a point. More the fool them. So thanks very much for joining me on this Sparta special sort of tour. There is lots more to come, trust me. I've got some great plans for next week. Got a special guest who's going to be appearing on the channel, good friend of mine, and you might have seen him on YouTube yourself, so keep your eyes out for that one. And in the meantime, get out fishing, see what you can get, and marks like this, just be safe. If you're taking the kids, obviously put some sort of life preserver on. One slip and you're in very, very, very deep water. But I just enjoy it and be safe and get out there. So until the next one, if you need anything, just give us an email. Any questions, even if you want to know this mark, I'll quite happily give you it. It's not like it's top secret or anything. Certainly no bass here, that's for sure. I might be in the, September, October, but not at the moment. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Adios. Oh, there's a fish on here I packed up. I'll give him a bit of slack. I just packed up there, said me goodbyes, and the rod went over. think we're up. This rod is so strong. Love it. I think this is the best of the day. I think I've saved the best till last. It's not quite the best, but it's still a good one. Oh, I'm going to need the nippers to get that out. Oh, sorry about the camera angle, I've just packed up. Let me get the hook out. There we go. Oh. Nice hust at the end of the day, he's spewing up. Thanks very much, see ya.